What's going on, everybody? CaptainRoBear and crew here with Stormforge, episode 22. Happy Wednesday, everybody.
It's a Wednesday. What could go wrong? We left off on a really cool, chill, calm, pleasant...
We left off on a date.
A day? I don't know if we'd call it a day, okay? I think it was like a bro hangout. You know,
okay. In the first arc of a story of enemies to lovers, this is absolutely a date. I'm sorry.
Incredible. I'm here for it. But first, folks got announcements. Who's ready to kick it off and let the community know what you're up to?
I'll go. What am I even up to? I said that without even thinking about what I'm up to.
Drak, you have you have to look and be like, pull out the Rolodex. What can I say? What can't I say? What am I up to on the hour?
I look out the window, look at the sniper, pointing the gun at me. Can I say this? Okay, cool.
Zach Bussy from Twitch is going to start commenting on you. What's Drak offline today?
God, what am I doing? I truly did just start talking. I did not realize if I actually had anything I could say. I guess I'm going to be over. I was going to leave this for Ed to say, but since I'm scrambling for something to say, I'm going to be over in Comic-Con this Saturday in a panel with Ed and a few others. I'm terrible with names, but you can check Ed's Twitter account because they tweet about it frequently because they're good at actually promoting this kind of stuff, unlike me. But I'm going to be playing with Ed and a few others from Dice Breakers and other UK TTRPG podcast and actual play performers and producers in a, I think it was like UK's Up and Rising TTRPG Stars, something like that. Something along those lines. We're playing sexy battle wizards, and we had a quick session 0 a couple of days ago, and I love everyone's characters. You're going to enjoy everyone's characters. We've got some wild wizards coming in for this, so if you can make it to a London Comic-Con, please do. We'd love to see people watching and laughing at our shenanigans.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Liv Kennedy from Dicebreaker and 3 Black Halflings is going to be running. Zach FG from Realms of Glory is also going to be present, as is Fiona Katie Howard from What Am I Rolling. It's such a good group. It's wonderful, and, Dicebreaker are incredible as well. So, yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. And Drak and my character might be connected in quite a fun way. So, yeah. Come along and... come along and watch. Certainly I'm planning to be at MCM Comic Con for as much of it as possible. It'll be lovely to meet you there and talk all things D&D, and if you are so interested, maybe squeeze a couple of hints about what might be coming from our finale for Eden Falls over on Wounded Warrior Project. We have our finale next Tuesday on Halloween itself, and the finale is going to be taking place around, if we get there, a lot of very unexpected stuff happened last session, but a Halloween dance, a Halloween high school dance. So it could be a lot of fun. There's been talk of maybe a little. So if you find yourself at a loose end on the night of Halloween or morning of Halloween itself, please feel free to tune in. It's been... My heart has never beaten faster running a game than it did last night. The donations in chat and the audience were vindictive, and they were cruel, and we couldn't have asked for anything better.
Honestly, keep cursing my character. It's fine. I'm excited.
So yeah, tune into the finale for Eden Falls, our Tale from the Loop campaign, next Tuesday.
I remembered something I am in that I can't talk about. I was like, that's a thing. Episode 2 of our Orbital Blues campaign over on My First Dungeon came out yesterday. If you want to check that out, it's really cool. It's a Cowboy Bebop space western kind of space cowboys campaign. I'm playing a character named Blank who is mute, communicates through a sidekick phone that they always have at their side, and wears a blank white mask so no one has ever seen their face before. And we are really deep in debt. So we're trying to get our way out of debt. That's the whole point of the game. We are outlaws in debt, trying to get out of it. And it begins. Next episode is gonna be. Oh fuck! Episode 3. Next episode is gonna be. It's been all laughs and games the past 2 episodes. Episode 3 is gonna change drastically. So just a heads up if you've been listening. Just a warning there. Things hit the fan and things escalate quickly. That's all I'm gonna say. But check that out over on My First Dungeon. The cast has honestly been incredible. It's been so much fun playing with them. And I think Orbital Blues Kickstarter just funded. So if you want to get in on that and the stretch goals, definitely
Let's
do.
go.
And one of the stretch goals is a soundtrack by Behold, which is one of the artists that actually made music for my Orbital Blues campaign. So each of us got music from Behold, and they're going to be making more music for Orbital Blues Kickstarter. So check that out. If you want to get Cowboy Bebop in your own games, I highly recommend Orbital Blues.
Love that.
Didn't have any announcements, but I guess my next announcement is I'm going to need to catch up on what happens with Drak and Ed and Sexy Battle Wizards, and also on Eden Falls. Because I was like, I need to do this, and it's in the list of things. And then you described it like that, Ed, and now I'm like, oh no, I really do need to catch up on this.
I will say, after we finish this season, it is going to be a while before I GM anything with time travel involved. It has been.
Oh, weird. I was going to hit you up, Ed, to GM a only time travel campaign. Okay, cool.
Sure, I'll do your Doctor Who campaign, okay. Actually, yeah, no, for real. Hit me up. I really want to do a Doctor Who campaign.
When the strikes are over, we'll talk.
Anything
And
else?
I don't have a voice.
Yeah.
You get raspy, Sam. You get Miley Cyrus today.
No, Florence Pugh.
And Florence Pugh and Batman. Whatever else you want to call me.
It's okay, Sam. You can buy yourself flowers and hold your own hand. It's all good. Don't worry.
Can you just say, I am the Knight. I am Vengeance. I am Batman?
Don't let him
I am
bully you,
not
Sam.
going to say that. I will not put you.
Classic
You have to
Batman.
charge for that.
Boy, Iota.
It's nice over here. It's just D&D, not going anywhere for a while. So hopefully all of our players stay healthy going into fall, and they get their booster shots, and everything's fantastic. So I can play D&D. Now it's like I'm just like every time I'm like, please, old gods and the new, will you allow my players to be healthy this week? I understand that
Don't
it's.
worry, I'll never miss a day. I don't feel good right now, but you know what? I'm here, baby. Always.
Trooper.
Or masochist.
Let it be known, I missed 0 sessions up until one time with Kaivar, at which point I sat there and was like, RoBear, if you're going to Histofaust me, just do it. Just rip the Band-Aid off. Just do it. If Kaivar's going to become incredibly promiscuous in the space of one absent episode, just make it now, and we can live with that expectation.
We've done very well not giving anyone 17 children on their absent days, so.
Please don't. We're turning into gnolls.
That too.
Yeah, if anybody missed it last night, we publicly played with Tormund's Quest characters last night from our original COVID campaign. So enjoy the art from Ben over at MetaWorks, because it's gorgeous and we love them. So fantastic. We enjoyed ourselves. We were down a person, so we're like, hey, let's go ahead and just add on to this session that we did live that no one got to see. Which is great. Other than that, we're getting back to everybody for Galadleron. We're trying to get everybody together. Fall time is a menace time because there's all sorts of stuff going on. So hopefully I have a date set for this week's show. Hopefully, after I get done with this and look at my DMs, and hopefully everyone's on the same page. 6-person D&D is hard, yo. That's a lot of eggs together.
Yeah.
And of course, I had to have just wrote it into the fact that we need everybody for the very first scene. Sometimes I wonder why I do it to myself.
Masochism.
Yeah.
Word of the day.
Truly. We need to pick up where we left off last week. Because we got a banger of a cliffhanger to get to. With the party headed to the site of the recycle center. Using your abilities as wardens to survey the scene and gain access to the crash, the party was able to investigate and find out exactly what happened to allow this floating recycling center to take off into the sky once again. Unfortunately, not much left on the scene or delivered from the actual city guard. Our wardens weren't able to come up with as much information as they hoped. Relying on the psychic powers and arcane nature of the rest of the party, you guys were able to ascertain a scene. Through the psychic remnants and the arcane power that was left here, Kaivar looking into the past, reaching out and seeing a whole handful, 6 members of Parish 8, all channeling arcane power to lift and move this building. You were able to see the Vosh Borg come on site, only to reveal the Vosh Borg were there to collect 2 expended bodies, withered from their own arcane nature, being removed from their bodies. With the wardens being able to ascertain that the Evanwind Company has claimed that a grand pilot was able to land this recycle center in a precise spot, also being able to take it and lift off. The truth was revealed, but at a cost, as Kaivar took the psychic damage of the full amount of people that he saw into the past, bringing him unconscious and his mind flayed. Myshkin, rushing to the scene, not knowing his current condition, went to apply his own vampiric touch and transfer his life force into Kaivar. Upon doing so, he entered in a set of checks for revival, this one being a soul roll for the sake of Kaivar's soul, trying to retrieve his mind. Excellently, you did so, bringing him back to life. Gathering all the information and heading back to the Amber Forge, the party has begun to plot their next move. Seeing that the recycling center is actually crashed far into the mountains of the Forgotten Lands. Getting information on the Evanwind Company somehow sheltering parts of the silent gear. There was suggestion of splitting the party. There was also suggestion of rest. You settled on an odd couple, heading out to the Pinnacle's Point to gather more information, possibly plans, blueprints, or even more information on the Evanwind Company. As Kallisto and Myshkin made their way out, and ominously, Loluphia sending him his last regards and telling him to stay out of trouble. Kaivar, Faroük, Loluphia have all far tucked into bed. Still no sight of Chrissy since she expended her power and disappeared into the stars. There was a long hour of silence as Myshkin and Kallisto walked down those cobblestone streets towards the Pinnacle Point, before they began to confide in each other's distrust. Information was revealed on both sides. However, from the emergence of an alley, a new faction has arrived, one that has been tracking Myshkin. These disciples, these demon hunters, now staring you in the eye, casting you out for what you are. Myshkin, in a moment of solidarity, you have used one of your spells to enhance Kallisto. What element have you chosen?
So, it's the last spell that I cast, which I believe was Psychic. So, let me just find exactly what it does. Bespell Weapon, here we go. So, your next attack until the start of my next turn, your weapon deals an extra 1d6 psychic damage.
Psychic damage. Love it. All right. So what I will do is I'm going to go into, and this is just going to be one of your pistols, Kallisto.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go in and do this number. Clan pistol work?
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah.
Perfect. And you said 1d6, right?
Yeah, it was 1d6.
1d6. Yeah.
Perfect. 1d6 psychic. I guess it's mental now. Mental.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Don't you love it when things just start to change halfway through? Boob. All right. That has changed. Kallisto, if there's something that you want to do in this few seconds before conflict.
Yeah, I mean, it's technically part of... So I have an ability called Battle Cry. And it's basically, when we roll initiative, I get to make a free intimidation check to demoralize a foe. So I guess I'll do that on initiative, but I think that's the only thing I'm going to do. And I won't say a word because I always have intimidating glare, which lets me intimidate without saying a word. As I draw my pistols, and I want to point them both at whoever the biggest person here looks like. Whoever the biggest one is, I want to glare at them as I point my pistols at them.
Awesome. It will be the one who spoke first. All right. Let's find these tokens. They're hiding from last night. They don't want to come out. There they are.
Chickens.
They are chicken. They don't know what they're getting their hands in.
There's a lot of hands here.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
I'm having such a specific flashback to the Shrek 2 game, where there's a quest where you need to knock some chickens into a paddock, and the only way you can do it is... Right?
I hated
that.
It was the worst. Oh my god, you just unlocked the
What a
comment.
memory unlock, too.
You had to pick the chicken up and throw it, but the physics would always be slightly off.
It was so bad.
You had to get it in a bubbling cauldron as this farmer was like, oh, come on, can't you do better than that? And it's like,
Yeah, that's it. We can't do better than that.
Mm-hmm.
God, wow, I hated that minigame.
I can't believe you just did that to me, Ed. I mean, childhood frustration is probably some of the worst, especially because I'm sure now we could all go back and be fine. It's like, you'll never know. Because who's really going to pick up that game again?
That was my Dark Souls.
That was my Dark Souls.
Oh no,
Yeah.
not the challenge.
Oh no. It's incredible.
Chicken walks up. Ed walks up in return. It's okay. Let me solo him.
Awesome. There we go. My other 3 tokens disappeared, but they'll get here in a second. I promise. All right.
Good.
They're on their way. They're running.
Boom.
Oh, it's just one guy. It's okay.
Yeah, it's easy. One guy.
Everything is fine.
He looks like he's running.
He looks... Oh, no. Wait. Yeah, he kind of does. He looks like... he looks
He's
like
just
a
Naruto,
Zack...
right?
He looks like human Shrek, except he's Zack Snyder.
He is not human Shrek. I will not allow that.
Just from the shadows behind you.
He looks like he's on a high school football team, and his name's Corey.
Corey.
Like very
God.
specific.
Everyone, stop making fun of him. If you keep making fun of him, RoBear will make them harder.
I will make them stronger as we speak.
Weird. Wow, their health is just increase. It keeps going. What's that?
48 AC. Oof. God, sorry guys. I
Damn.
don't know what happened there.
Wow.
Yoza. Yeah.
Just throw a football. He'll go and catch it. Run.
Oh my god.
Fetch.
There they are. Oh, that music change got real dramatic there. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Good.
I'm losing the juggling contest currently of production. You know, this is why at 4 a.m, when you're like, oh, I'm just going to finish that up, just go to bed. And then you'll know where your work went, because I promise you didn't save it and put it in the folder that you thought you put it in. It's just not there. It's where Sleepy RoBear put it. And who knows where
That
Sleepy
was literally
Bear.
me today. I woke up, I was so tired, and I posted a link in our Stormforge chat, and I went to sleep, and then I woke up again to be people being like, wow, this is such great art. I was like, oh, I didn't mean to post it. I thought this was my personal Discord.
Dude, been there. Been there.
Years ago, I was so tired, and someone came out on Twitter with some kind of like really distressing story, and I wanted to DM them. I will not name the person for the sake of privacy, and just be like, "Is everything okay? Are you all right?" And I kept on being like, "Why won't it autocomplete who I'm sending it to? Why won't it autocomplete? Oh, just enter." And then I just tweeted their name. Just like or their handle. And I was like, why is it bringing up the message field? And I was like, oh, that's why. Oh my god. Stupid.
That is the worst.
Prompt deleted tweet.
Yes. And here's the other two. Perfect.
They look like they're on different teams. What a silly hat.
What, you don't rock a good tricorn?
Yes, that's a banging tricorn right
These,
In another life, Kallisto was definitely rocking a tricon. Are you kidding me? He was definitely rocking a tricon in his
Oh,
past
I
life.
see it now.
He looks like Tom Hollander
not just
from
Kallisto.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking of too.
I'm sorry, I need this fan art of not Kallisto, but not just Commodore, Grand Captain or Grand Commodore Kallisto. I need this.
But like the bike.
Myshkin's definitely Elizabeth.
Jaunty angle.
Oh, absolutely, for sure.
Oh yeah. Yes.
No, I was gonna play a pirate character.
The underbite.
But I played so many pirate characters already. I was like, I need to change up a little bit with Kallisto. So he's gonna look like a pirate, but not be one. That's gonna be my whole thing.
I'd love a pirate campaign.
Oh, God,
So
I have a
Alright,
character
so
I want to bring back for pirate campaign. Because I was talking about it. I had a character called Athanaeus, who was a Yuan-Ti warlock.
Oh, I saw you post about this. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a Yuan-Ti warlock. His patron was Jormungandr, the sea serpent.
Yes.
It was so much fun. It was back in I think I was playing it was called the Fathomless back then, but I think it's called the Warlock of the Depths now. But I was the Warlock subclass, and I want to play him again because he was like my first streamed character, and I wanted him to be like, my friend described him as an asexual whore. So like he's very asexual, but he knows he's hot and he uses it to his advantage.
Just call me out. It's Ace Week, baby.
Yeah, I mean I'm Demi. This is my week.
It's Ace Week.
But I want to play them again because I was like baby Drak. I was nervous. I was too nervous to flirt and be like a slut on stream. But like now, I don't give a shit. I have that confidence. I want to do it now. I want to do it right now.
Speaking of, what a good-looking crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Too bad they want Myshkin dead.
That's okay.
Like wow.
I mean, oh no.
Oh no.
Not Myshkin. Oh man. What's new, pussycat?
Racking your
Staring back across at a crew with infernal chains, runes glowing with radiance, crossbows, short swords, maces, all eyes on Myshkin. With you pointing the gun and your battle cry towards their leader.
Yeah.
The focus shifts towards you, Kallisto. You're gonna have to make a choice. Or you can stay in bed with the devil. Or you can walk away. Our quarry's not with you.
I am Warden Kallisto, and this is my colleague. I've deputized them, so what you're doing with them is very much involved with me. And from the looks of things, you don't seem to just want to talk. So I'd advise you to walk away, or you will quickly regret it.
You hear that, Scions? Devils in the midst of the wardens. Trust no one. Go ahead and make your intimidation roll, Kallisto.
Yeah.
Or Blattle. Oh,
35.
35.
Get you some.
That's my man.
How does that one read? It's
Yeah, let me check real quick, because there's a whole thing with demoralizing. If it beats a will DC, they're frightened 1, and if it's a crit success, they're frightened 2, I believe.
oh yeah,
No,
that's
look it up.
that is a critical success.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. So they're frightened 2 then.
Frightened 2. Got it. You guys are free to roll initiative.
There you go. Initiative. Ooh, okay, 23.
I like this conditions
So,
manager.
I'm pretty sure we have a relentless in the party hand.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna use that. If we do.
I will go ahead and roll the NPCs for you.
Yes, there is one.
Okay, cool. Can you play that for me real quick?
I got you. There you are.
Thank you.
All right, I will get you a reroll.
Good lord.
Oh,
my god,
no.
Nat 1.
Wow.
Oh.
What are the stats?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's nothing I can do about that, right?
Once it's a 1, you were
Yeah.
duped.
Dude, I'm just gonna shut the hell up because 2 of the times I've recommended relentlesses. One's been for Ed and it went from a 2 to a 1, and then this happens. Oh no. Okay. I'm so sorry, dude.
No, you're good.
Wow.
Ooh.
I don't think the only way I think Kallisto can be at the bottom of the order is a nat 1. Even with 1, he was still better. Mathematically. Oh. Let's see if he remembers just what the fires of hell feel like. As he points over to his mage, as he begins conjuring fire in his hands. You see it swell as he casts Fireball.
Okay.
4th level. Oh, this is awesome. They just didn't put these spell slots back in. It starts with 7, and it put all 7 of them in 1st level. Oh, that's incredible.
That's okay. That's fine.
Yeah, 7 1st level spells. DC 31 reflex save.
Okay.
Okay. Is that me as well? Oh yeah, that's me as well.
Nat 20, no
yes.
damage
Damn.
for Myshkin.
Who's casting this spell, by the way? Is it the this guy? Okay, never mind. Yeah. Oh, I'm rolling raw bad. 22.
$33 points of damage from the 7 Scion Mage. Myshkin, you will take no damage. Kallisto, you will take all 33 points of fire damage. Only 23 thanks to your Suli.
23.
They
In
are.
fact, I might actually. I can do this, right? Let me just make sure I can. Yeah, I'm actually going to, as this attack goes off, I'm just going to raise a hand up and cold mist as a reaction. I use elemental bulwark, and a cold mist will envelop me to take up another 10 of that damage. So I only take 13.
Let's go.
So what's up back up to? Piece of me.
All right, rest of their turn. They are going to take a couple of steps back as they see you absorb that fire. Oh, sorry.
Just look away.
Something's not right. Something's not right. Myshkin, your turn.
So full on Voldemort in Order of the Phoenix style. Just, he is going to cast his hand round in front of his face and just breathe in the entirety of this fireball, just sucking it in as this orange light disappears down into his gullet. And he is going to spray exactly the same spell back out at 4th level, except this time in a firestorm of green fire, as he's going to cast Fireball. So
let's go.
So I cast it now. Place burst. There we go. So if they can, all 4 of them, make a reflex save for me.
I will start right to left.
Okay.
Or actually left to right. Right over here first. Critical failure. Critical failure.
Ooh. Ooh. This might be over quicker than we thought.
Okay.
Critical success. Makes sense. The one dude who just ran that was like, this is bad. This is bad. Failure.
Okay, so I'll roll damage.
What does it say on critical failure? Is that double damage?
Let me see.
Let me see. It's a basic.
It
reflex,
doesn't
right?
say anything.
Basic should be
Basic
double damage.
reflex is double, I think.
Get you some. All right.
Goose is getting cooked.
Yeah, double damage. Yeah.
And point of interest. Has Myshkin heard of the Scions of the Seventh Seal before?
Roll a history check.
Okay. History.
In this case, that is society.
Society. Not great, but 24.
24. It's not something that you ever actively sought out until your affliction. And you had to start realizing that there are going to be groups in cities that are going to try to hunt me.
Okay.
It's a vague remembrance that you've come across that this is one of those groups. You don't know much about them, but you know that they are fringe and fanatical and will do anything to capture their quarry.
Okay.
As most of them are blood-sworn groups.
So as the fire sort of spreads between them all, 2 of them catching the full force of it, Myshkin is just going to lock his piercing green eyes on the mage that has backed away, and just looking through the slowly dissipating flames on the cobblestones, his image hazy behind these flickering flames, just almost whispers towards the mage. I have a couple of questions for you. I can ask them to you living, or I can question your corpse. And if you know who I am, you know that is not an idle threat.
Roll your
That is all he
persuasion,
is going to do. Okay.
which will be diplomacy.
+1. Intimidation?
I will grant you advantage on this. Oh yeah, intimidation will work as well. Yes.
Phew, because that's a plus 11. Okay.
And I still get advantage.
Oh,
Advantage
get
as
you
well.
some.
I'll just roll that one more time, see if I can get better. Okay, so 29.
We'll save. Boss, this one might be a little too strong for us. As he looks over it and just sees the charred body. You made your oath. If we don't stop them, how many more will they kill? He's gonna roll diplomacy at advantage as well. You know, diplomacy, just not one of the stats that they put on monsters. So I will roll his intimidation with advantage. 15 will save.
Charred corpse, not so scary, you know?
36. You're on your own on this one. I didn't sign up for this. And they are going to run and retreat as their reaction. As far down the alley as they can get. Coward! Coward! Anything else for your turn, Myshkin?
I think seeing this figure running away, Myshkin is going to turn to you, Kallisto, and you just hear a whisper. Do you think you can handle the stragglers?
Kallisto looks to you and says, I told them to run, and you did too. I'm not going to shoot them in the back while they're fleeing. The ones that continue to fight, I can fight them.
All right. I'm just in the mood for hunting mice. And Myshkin is going to rush towards the nearby building and climb up to the roof to get a vantage point on the one that's running away with the intention of chasing down this scared individual.
Give me a athletics or acrobatics, either one.
He does a little backflip, which allows it to be acrobatics. 26.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
So, I'll be... I collide with the wall, but I'm up on the roof.
I will...
You break your back.
The walls are cleared.
Ah, amazing. So, I just get up there, and yeah, end my movement.
Don't let him get away. As this disciple is going to stare towards you, Kallisto, with just their mace pointed out as they walk lateral. Rushing over to the top. Sorry, what'd you say?
Oh, no, nothing. I was talking to myself.
Going to swing one of those infernal chains. Sends it out. You can see it tries to envelop in this lasso as you see these runes wrap around. This will be 2 hit. A plus 15. Here we go. Oh, that's equal sign. That's not going to work. Oh, 20. What is your, what's your AC?
25 as Myshkin just steps out of the way, just walking proper like Jason from Friday of 13th style across the rooftops.
They were just gonna say like a cat, but I guess that works too.
No, specifically like a slow man in a hockey mask. That's
My bad. What was I thinking?
That's always been his vibe.
He's just so in character the whole time, you know?
They're going to draw their crossbow and take a shot as they miss with the chains. Map penalty -5. T for targeting. Let's go. 26 just hits. Max damage, 16 points of piercing.
Okay.
Does that mean to be longsword or is that just weapon?
I hit the wrong damage one.
Just shooting longbows everywhere.
Just, I mean, that's terrifying, really. If his crossbow shoots swords.
You would know a little bit something about launching long swords, Ed.
Only in private.
Oh my god.
It's literally going to be the same damage when I add in the other number. So yeah, still keep it the 16.
Okay, cool.
And they're going to take one last shot at you.
Okay.
Crossbow goes flying off to the side. Get the chains on him! Looking at the last one next to him. End of that defender's turn. Fine. If today's my day, so be it. Scions, hear my cries. As he slams his mace down and you see the runes emanate on it as wings fold out from behind him. As a disciple and planetary guardian steps from his back. You can kill me, but you'll never stop the faith. All right. Stakes raised.
I swear to God, if Yale comes
Give my
back,
angel
I'm gonna be
baby.
so
Come
sad.
on. Campaign 2.
My
Sorry,
angel
Kallisto, let me
baby.
introduce you.
Oh no, this is not your angel baby.
Oh, is it a devil baby?
It's a tricorn angel baby.
I'm in. Say that.
Booyah. There we go. Scion Guardian. Now everything's in the folder when I need to get back to these guys again. Oh, they're not that big.
Ooh.
Oh my
boy.
goodness.
Okay, you know what, Myshkin? Yeah, you're on your own.
The thing is, said about the mouse. Come in.
Wait, tag me in. I'll flirt with him. It's the raspy voice.
Yes. This is more like it. There we go. Boom. What the heck? He's like not in the squares.
Yeah.
Because he's not a square.
Pushing it. Pushing
Kick her
it.
out.
Here we go. There it is.
What are these car sound effects?
It's just,
Steps out of his ethereal Hyundai convertible and just talks.
Ferrari.
boo.
Sorry,
know
I can't
who
make
that
jokes.
is?
RoBear will kill me. Literally.
44. End of their turn. Very injured Scion. Just going to take all their effort just to throw this chain towards you, Myshkin. That will not hit.
Myshkin is so lucky.
So I am on an incredible streak. Last night I rolled primarily 4s and 5s for combat on monsters. So I'm on something right now. Man, they're so beat up. That's just defeat. Into their turn, Kallisto.
I think seeing this apparition of some kind, this... I don't even think Kallisto has any real idea what this is, but he knows that it's trouble. He's going to take a few steps back, and I'm gonna... Do I have it? Nah, I'm gonna say I didn't bring it. I don't think it'd be ready for combat. So he didn't bring his jetpack, but it's going to fire 2 shots first at
Always be
this guy right
jetpacking.
here. I'm gonna fire 2 shots at this guy here. Yeah, let's do it.
Astounding that Kallisto, who is always packing heat, is not packing his jetpack. Is not jetpacking. Goddamn.
Just not
Always
jetpacking today. See, I'm gonna fire. First to hit. Oh my god. It hits because of fright.
Just hits.
God. Because of fright.
Wow.
To deal 14 points of damage. And then the second, actually, are they still up? Because I guess I would divert my other shot. to
Sam, we're
someone
picking
else.
everything up on your mic.
You're welcome.
Are they still up after that hit? Because then, actually, no. I think it's going to shoot twice, even if they are still up, just to make sure it lands.
Oh, they're definitely.
Oh. Oh, okay. They fire that one shot. They're gonna take the second shot to into the other guy. That was fearsome. So, right? Yeah. Oh my god! Crit fail.
Oh no!
Good lord.
I'm just not on it.
Until healed, you are clumsy too.
Clumsy too. Oh, damn it. Okay.
Yowza! Oh no, I gave it to him.
No, I've got it.
There we go. Oh, you still have Inspire Courage right now. Let's go ahead and take that off.
Yeah. I've still got it.
Oh, what are you talking about? He's plenty brave. It's fine.
Just a reminder for everybody, clumsy, they take a stats effect to their dexterity checks and DCs, including AC, reflex saves, ranged attacks, rolls, skill checks, acrobatics, stealth, and thievery. Yowks.
Honestly, my to hit is so high. I think it just put me at the same level as everyone else now. So like, I think I'm good. But it's definitely like, I imagine I shoot the first shot, and then the second is the clan pistol, which is the one with the psychic energy on it. So I think as I fire that second one, there's just a much more recoil than I expected, more firepower behind it, and that's puts me off balance for a bit as I'm trying to recalibrate that extra power behind my weapons. And then I'm going to. Is there anything else I can do? One action. I think that's going to be it for my turn. I'll put more distance between that thing and us, but that'll be about it.
The first thing you notice is this guardian does not go down. The Scion Guardian persists even though the leader in control of the mace that seemingly has conjured it and they're gonna go straight for you as it flies over
Cool.
towards you, Kallisto, brandishing this holy looking sword. Targets you and swings.
Oh my, plus 32? Okay.
43. Critical hit. $70 points of radiant damage.
Good God.
Time to phone a friend.
Yeah.
I truly don't think any of you. We've been walking for an hour. You're not going to get here in time. We canonically walked away for an hour. So I think.
You say that. You were walking. I can fly,
You
baby.
guys are an hour away. They are literally on their own.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to use 32. You're probably just going to create. How many times can I use this? So, you know what? I might as well use it. I'm going to use Lucky Escape as a reaction. I believe I have. Let me just make sure I actually have that. Can't remember. I should have it on my sheet, but Lucky Escape makes them reroll. As I see this coming, they have to reroll. I can use it once per day, but.
All right, reroll.
Damn it.
Oh, so close.
Still crit. Okay.
Oh my god.
71.
71.
Wow.
That's
Okay,
just taking the
20.
piss, dude. What the?
And it's double because it's critical.
That's already. I think they're already crit. I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's
It's
already
already-
got the
yeah,
critical
it's-
damage on it.
Thank goodness. Oof.
Hey, you only took 58 of it.
Wait. How come? Hold on. So definitely. I don't think I have anything that should do that. I mean.
It is registering positive damage on you. Sam, it's all coming through your microphone. I'm sorry.
No, keep telling me. I'm sorry.
Let's see here. So I will add 7. What's it? It took 58. So it needs.
Oh, no, I put the 58 back again, so just 71.
Do you have some defense against like slashing?
I don't think so. No, I only have fire and water. Hold on. Wait, I think I might figure that out. There we go. I just typed it in. Yeah. Yeah. Took the damage. Oof.
And since it was a Blade of Justice shot, you have persistent damage. 1d6. That's so wild. They don't have a.
I think you gave me Blade of Justice the ability. Just see it in my
That's hilarious. Yeah, I tried to drag and drop it. Just delete it.
I don't think I can. I think you have to do it on your end.
Cool. I'm just going to
Yeah, no, I can do it.
make this untyped. That'll work. And since they crit, it will be 2d6. There we go. Boom. And I'll go clear your character sheet.
I removed it from your character sheet. I think we're good now.
Okay, cool. All right. End of their turn. Dude running down the alley is going to use all of his actions to keep running as far away as they can. That'll be 75 feet. And they are going to turn and go down one of the other alleys. Myshkin, it is your turn.
Okay, the big boy. Okay, I mean, if it ain't broke, I'm going to, just because it's my most damaging spell, I'm going to cast Fireball again, as Myshkin's Kallisto in danger, and there we go. So all three of those creatures, as Myshkin just pushes his hands into the sky and just begins to bring a force, this pillar of green flame down, licking against the cobblestones, and can all of them make a reflex save?
Going left to right again. Failure. Success. Oh, rolls a 2 and succeeds by 1. That's awful.
That is foul, RoBear. That is foul.
However,
About this bit about them boss monster DCs, goodness gracious.
the mace will take double damage.
Okay.
31 points. First one was a failure. Success. Critical success, none. 62 points. You see that mace with the runes on it crack. And you can see the energy siphoning out of it. And you can see that guardian begin to fade.
Okay.
As that is its actual source on its energy bar.
Okay, where is that mace?
Right over here.
Okay, so using my third action, I'm going to just, in this small whirlpool of fiery energy in the center of where the fireball hit, I'm just going to bring it up into a scorching blast directly at the mace. So, So I'll cast that.
Roll to hit. .24. It is an inanimate mace there. You will be able to hit. Since you're up and you're elevated and you're looking down where it's laying, go ahead and make an advantage roll.
Oh, okay. Let me do that again. That's more like it.
Double your damage. That'll be a critical hit.
Okay. So 46.
46 points as it begins to fissure from all sides. It expends radiant energy, and that guardian is pulled back into another dimension and fades away.
Myshkin just looks over to where you are, Kallisto, and just gives you a nod from the rooftop. And is going to run. He's going to run across the rooftop in the direction of where the mage disappeared to.
They have gone down one of the alleyways, which you don't know. You're going to have to flip a coin.
Okay.
Heads, you make the right choice. Tails, you don't.
Okay.
I think that's heads. Is that heads?
This is what he was looking for. Tails, you look and you begin running down the wrong alleyway. You don't see them in sight. You turn and you look back around. You've lost considerable ground now, as it's just the sound of them in the distance that you hear.
Okay. That is the end of my turn.
Oh no. Time to finish what we started. We didn't come here for you, Warden. But if you're corrupt, who knows how many of the rest of them on your order are? And
This doesn't say anything. He's just breathing heavily.
they're gonna draw their longsword. As you see this radiant coat on that blade. An extra 4 damage as it ignites. And she charges forward towards you. I targeted? A team for targeted?
It misses, if that helps.
First one misses as you dodge out of the way. Swings again.
That one
25 just hits.
Yeah. As it hits, I go down.
Lolly. I need you to make a fortitude and then a will save.
One after the other.
Yes. DC 20. Something pulls you out of your sleep. It's like waking up from a nightmare, but not having a dream there. It's that sense that something is wrong.
And immediately sitting up, almost in a sweat, her necklace would light up and she would see that it's like flickering and that there's not even a chance to get a message across as it goes in and out, kind of like a pulsating light, before she immediately just gets up, grabs her dressings, and she would run downstairs and find wherever Farouk is laying on the floor, and then Kaivar in the crate, making noise and just banging on your crate and probably just kicking the foot of Farouk. Wake up, wake up.
Yes. Hello.
It's time to go. I don't know what's happening, but I can't contact Kallisto.
Farouk is. Oh,
Piper's gonna help shake Farouk as well.
I didn't either.
Need to go, Farouk.
What's wrong?
I don't know.
What do you mean you
But
don't
I know
know?
Kallisto's not okay. I don't know about Myshkin.
I thought they were just going to the library.
Well, that's also what I was doing with Myshkin. The cat's got us in trouble again. Come on.
It's not always the cat's fault. As you gather the band from the Ember Forge, this member of the Seven Scions looks at your unconscious body, Kallisto. Pulling the sword out of your body. Go get the chains. As they wrap your body, bound and restrained from these runic chains. This one deserves to be cleansed. Let's go, sister. As they will stabilize you and drag your bleeding body back into the alleyway, Kallisto. By de facto, Myshkin, it is your turn.
Okay, so I'm like 20 feet out of frame, so looking back, I assume that I can see this from my vantage point.
You are very interested in chasing an individual down.
Okay.
It is about your focus.
Can I make a perception check to see just what I am seeing around me?
Disadvantage -5.
Okay.
You were focused and put all your faith in Kallisto to be able to handle the situation. You don't hear anything out of ordinary. You don't see anything out of ordinary. Nor do you see your query.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna do what I always need to. No, I can't cast my Shadow Spy again because I've already done that today. Seeing as I can't see the individual who's run away from me, and there's no sign of where they would have gone. I feel after an appropriate amount of time, I would probably head back to the street. How much time that is, I'm happy to leave in your hands, RoBear.
Perception check.
Okay. 26.
26. As you come back to the scene, finding it empty. Except for a trail of blood that leads down the alleyway in a different direction.
Is the smell of the blood familiar?
What do you have that smells blood?
Oh, well, just my cat senses. Well, technically I have winter cat senses, which give me... oh no, that's just my eyes. My eyes are keen. My nose remains untempered. So, no. I see blood. With my keen eyes, I see blood.
All right.
I will
So,
follow.
You've hit the first part of a 3 dice challenge. DC 26, 28, 30. To follow the trail of Kallisto, you need to hit a DC 28 now. If you would like to use anything from the hands on your cards, now's your reminder to do so. Otherwise, you will lose the trail.
Okay. Is it just a straight? It's just a straight D20. Yeah.
It depends on whether you use cards to help you.
Okay, so it's not using a particular skill. It's just...
No, it's perception.
Roll.
No, this is
cool.
using your perception.
Okay. Cool. Someone who's better with cards, tell me what we have.
Let's take a look.
Use an inspo. Do a 1d10. So plus 3.
We have 1d10s and 1d8s. We have Lux for rerolls. Checking for advantages too.
I have a couple advantages.
Okay. Considering this is the least difficult, shall we do a D8 with an advantage, maybe?
You can only use advantage once. You might want to use that on the higher one.
Okay. So maybe an inspo 10 for this first one. And then we can
got one of those?
Yeah, we do, I believe. I think so.
Yeah.
Or do we? We do?
No, we do. That's me confirming, not questioning. My apologies.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool, so... Oh, I don't know how to do this. Can someone else
I got you. Don't
play
worry.
it for me? Thank you so much. So
You don't worry about doing any of that. You just put in your roll.
Yeah, you just roll the number. We'll take your cards.
Okay, cool. Okay, so...
Natural 20!
Yes. Get you some.
Myshkin. There is that moment of resolve. That you were just not going to let your friend down whether he believes in you yet or not. And it's that moment of fight or flight, where everything becomes clear. And while you have no idea where this trail goes, something in your conscious mind taps out into that ethereal plane. And it's like seeing through buildings. You know right where they are. You can see them dragging his body wrapped in those chains. You do not have to roll a stealth check. Your natural 20 will be incorporated as you're able to catch up and get within 25 feet. You have advantage on whatever you would like to do. The choice is yours.
Myshkin once more takes to the rooftops. His hands extinguished, jumping from rooftop to rooftop, from tiled surface to flat roof, moving across timbers, jumping across clotheslines, black and silhouetted against the moonlight above. And when he sees Kallisto being dragged by these two bloodied and burnt individuals, they hear a whisper from a shadow above, as, in hopefully intimidating way, Myshkin just whispers down, "You almost took a father from his child tonight. I hope you understand. That will not do. Let him go." And Myshkin is going to ignite his right hand.
Foregoing your advantage, they're going to look back up towards you. Look down and see that they don't have any chains left. Not today, devil. Not ever. And she's going to pull that blade up and place it near Kallisto's heart.
You wanted a devil, not a warden. Let him go and you can have me.
Diplomacy disadvantage.
Makes sense. That's +1. So... yeah.
How about you both die tonight? Quick time moment. They are going to kill Kallisto. You have to roll higher to be above them in the initiative order.
Okay.
I need you to use your initiative. Needs to be your acrobatics or athletics.
Okay. And can someone draw a Inspo 10 card for me, please?
Yeah, we have advantage if you want it as well, I think. Actually, can you use
That would
advantage
also
on
be
initiative?
nice.
Oh yeah. In this case,
Okay.
yes. In this case, yes.
Pretty sure. Yep, I have one in my own hand. Take that bad boy. And you said
All
a
right.
D10, right?
This is going to be
Yes,
your
please.
line.
It's not letting me roll initiative for some
Nope,
reason.
give me 1 second
so-
because you're not actually in it. 1 second.
Oh, that'll be why. Okay.
So there will be 2 lines here. You have changed your initiative to athletics or acrobatics, correct?
I have. Yeah.
All right. These are both
And
+6. I'm going to roll the first. $12. 13.
okay. And what does the D10 give me? It's +3.
+3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Advantage and +3.
That will be untyped. Yes. Get you some.
Myshkin.
You have
simply
one-
whispers down.
Action.
Okay.
And when I say that, you can still do a multi-action spell.
Cool. So they're both stood over Kallisto, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, my heart's beating so fast. Okay.
Why? What could go wrong?
Don't want to lose
Sorry,
you.
The glower from Sam was. Oh my goodness. It's exactly what everyone feels right now.
I'm loving this.
All of my best ones are area of effect.
You kill my husband, you die.
Who is it who is holding... okay, I'm gonna aim at the one holding the sword, and I am first whispering, "You chose poorly." I'm going to fire... Let me just target them first. I'm gonna fire a green lightning bolt, 4th level, directly at them. Oh, no, I didn't mean to roll damage. Let me take that back.
Lord.
I'm glad because there's a lot of ones. Oh my god.
D12's scary though.
So, let me place that line.
Critical failure.
$54 damage.
As you just explode that scion. The other one stares back in absolute disbelief. We'll save.
Myshkin drop.
Go for it.
I will say, as this is happening, Myshkin is going to drop down to the alleyway and just walk very slowly and purposefully towards this last remaining scion.
Like Michael Myers.
Like
You
a
have one action for a cantrip left.
I am not going to. I am just going to walk up to them so my whiskers are almost tickling their face. My breath heavy against them. Out of the two of you, who knows more about your operation?
Their eyes are blank, disassociated, covered in blood, complete shell shock. They were already disenfranchised and didn't use part of their actions after they weren't able to lasso you with the infernal chains. There's nobody home.
I'll take my chances with the dead one. I'm not a devil. But I'm not an angel either. And I'm going to cast Electric Arc on this last remaining one as I move the remnants of the lightning across from the body of one directly into this one. So just a reflex save.
Disadvantage because they are shell shocked.
Okay. 15 damage.
And you can see that body and those eyes are as wide as they were before as they drop down to their knees and perish in front of you.
Myshkin's immediately going to go over to Kallisto and just check their pulse.
Faint, but it's there. Lost a lot of blood.
Myshkin is going to press as he has done before, and as he feels he will probably do again, he is going to cast Siphoning Touch on himself. And basically, in casting Vampiric Touch on myself, I will transfer that to Kallisto.
15 points of healing back.
Okay.
As the chains drop off from your sides, Kallisto.
I think on instincts, as Kallisto comes to again, actually, I guess it depends. Do I have my pistols on me?
Yeah, you have everything still on you.
Okay. And I think on instincts, I immediately reach my pistols and point up at the source of physical contact on me at the moment, which is Myshkin. And there's a moment of not recognizing you, seeing their eyes, they're unfocused, just seeing a shape in front of them. But slowly will come to realize the situation they're in and will lower their pistols.
How are you feeling?
I've been better.
Well, at least this time we're on solid ground.
Yes. This will push himself up to sit upright. Did you get who you were chasing after as they thumb the wounds on them?
No, and Myshkin's wrist just comes down and kind of like pushes your hand away a little bit, sort of like don't touch the wound too much, as he just sort of like gently, and you see with a certain element, he is someone who is very used to patching himself up, and he recognizes that you want to do the same to yourself, but just to give yourself a moment. And he just shakes his head and... No. But, luckily, we have 2 willing volunteers for information here.
Yeah. He'll kind of drag himself along the ground and rest himself up against the wall of a nearby building. Go ahead, go ask your questions.
Myshkin does the same on the opposite side of the alleyway and just looks at you and... Do you know who they were?
No, I was hoping you did. He seemed very interested in you, in particular.
Yes. Well, you rest up. I'll ask my questions.
Yes.
And I'm going to walk over to the corpse of the individual who was giving... No, I'm not, because I don't have any more 4th level spells left. So Myshkin walks over and... You might want to look away. And Myshkin is going to bend down and obscure using his body as much as he can. But he's going to tear off the charred head of the leader and stuff it in his satchel.
How did he die?
Big old fireball.
Fireball and then shot by Kallisto, right?
Yeah.
Just...
Yeah, so you got like the head of Two-Face.
Oh.
It just goes into Myshkin's satchel. Right, I don't know if you're still in the mood for reading, but, perhaps we should get you home.
You're on
I
mute.
think the fight knocked the wind out of you.
Oh, I was muted. He just says, yeah, one sec. And he's going to reach into his satchel and pull out... I honestly think it's a shot. I think it's like a small vial that he slams into his arm, and I'm going to treat my wounds to heal myself a little bit, because I'm not feeling too great. And you see, so I don't need to, do I need to roll for this? Would I need to roll for this, RoBear, or?
For treat wounds?
Yeah.
On yourself? Yeah.
I mean, like, rules is written, yeah, but I'm just asking, should I roll for it in RoBear D&D, I guess, since we're out of combat and everything.
Yeah, I think you could select the last, like, only if you wanted to try to get more out of it. One of the higher tiers.
I actually think I probably can. Let me just see what it is, because I think I have proficiency. I think I'm trained at least. Medicine.
There's actually a treat wounds command you can put on the hotbar.
Oh, perfect.
By going over to compendium packs in the top right hand corner and typing treat wounds. Should be treat wounds and battle medicine macro.
Yeah, there is. There we go. I'm just trained.
At 20. Oh. Nat 20, dude, that's max healing, my friend.
And after two nat ones, you deserve it.
32, 37 points.
I also have Godless Healing, which is whenever I get healed by non-magical means I get an additional +5 to whatever I healed myself for.
47 points of healing.
7.
My dude knows how to patch himself up like the Highlander. Like, no big deal. No big deal. Just had to cut a couple of heads off in the alleyway. Still gonna make it to dinner.
I think with your healing, that has me at 62 HP.
You were the luckiest man on the planet.
Look at all this. Sorry.
It was like ding, ding,
Text
ding,
as the
ding, ding.
statuses fall off.
Oh, and you do a good job. And I think this is years of being a couple of always making yourself look a little bit better coming back home from sheer disaster. Like, you know exactly where to wipe the blood off and how to take care of yourself coming in to make it look not as disastrous as it was.
I imagine it's more because we have a kid and we don't want them to worry. So we're like, let's fix ourselves up so we don't terrify Ziva when we get home. But yeah,
I love that.
Quickly patches himself up. You see kind of like the adrenaline shot as he kind of tenses his arm and tries to takes deep breath as his heart races very, very suddenly and then begins to slow down again to a normal pace. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
Are you good to walk?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. And he will stand up. I'm bleeding quite a bit, but feeling better than I was moments ago. Are you bringing that into my house? He'll gesture to the satchel.
Oh, what, the head? Oh, no, I can leave that outside if you'd like.
Okay, well, I'd rather we headed back home so I can at the very least keep everyone else updated on the adversaries that we came across today and add that to the list that we're going to have to be wary of.
It seems to be growing daily.
About that time, you guys hear footsteps racing down the cobblestone as Loluphia, Kaivar, and Farouk arrive at the mouth of the alley, and this absolute disaster zone that is here of scorched earth, electric, and blood.
Before we see who it is, Myshkin is just instinctively gonna step between Kallisto and whatever is coming round the corner.
You would probably hear Lolly yelling for Kallisto just because she doesn't know how to contact him, and if he is able to hear her at any point, to give her a sign. So just echoing through this alley and down in the other smaller ones.
As much as I would love to hear you yell that in your current voice's predicament,
it won't actually come out. I was going to, and I was like, never mind. My inflection can't go that high.
We don't want you. We want to preserve your voice.
She's just crying. Kallisto.
I'll place a hand on Myshkin's shoulder and gently move from aside. Yes, I'm here. And walk out.
She stops because she didn't expect an answer. But do I see you?
I'll step out from the alleyway, yeah. I'm in rough shape.
God. And she runs to... And where's Myshkin? Did you step out of the way, or are you still like in front of him?
Oh, I assume Kallisto's pushed past me.
Okay, good. Because if not, I was going to push you.
No, Kallisto... So I think Kallisto, like, health-wise, he's up again, but I truly think it was like an adrenaline shot. So I don't, like, physically, he's still bleeding and battered. But
yeah, I'm pretty sure you've got blood everywhere.
Yeah.
Just next to someone who exploded.
She would reach you. Yeah.
This guy looks like he's been in an episode of The Boys.
Oh my god, 100%! 100%!
Yeah.
Myshkin and Kallisto are the boys.
Back with the boys again.
Getting to you, she she would immediately like want to touch you and then like tentatively just like look around at all of your wounds. What happened?
Some demon hunters came after
From where? Ooh.
our friend.
She's looking at Myshkin. Ooh, she's not giving you a good look. It is mean.
Myshkin just nods in a kind of, yeah, I know. And just... They were called the Scions of the Seventh Seal. I've never heard of them before, but clearly they've been hunting me for some time.
Great. And she turns back to Kallisto, and you already know that she's already just gonna start healing you. And I will do some healing hands on you, baby. Mug.
Oh yeah.
38.
Yeah, that gets me up to max.
And you just feel what you usually feel, that cooling air, but at the same time it's warmth. It's very comfortable. As anything that stings or aches or hurts starts to close up around the drying blood. There, is that better?
Yeah,
Okay.
much better.
And then she's gonna look at Myshkin. Do you need help?
I'm alright. Focus on it.
Good. I don't want to touch you right now.
I understand.
Didn't make it to the library, so might have to leave that till
I can
tomorrow.
tell.
Yes.
Why didn't you alert me?
To be quite honest, we were more than an hour out, and what we initially came up against, I don't think would be much issue.
To be
Then
fair,
they
I didn't know where
summoned-
Myshkin and I were. And you found a way.
Yes. Again, didn't expect it to go bad that quickly. They summoned some astral planar being, and I didn't have much time after that.
They carried runes, infernal wounds. Much like your husband, I assumed they would be short work as well.
I'll actually pick up the chains because they had wrapped me in those chains, so they're still underground.
Yeah,
I'll
chains.
pick them up and show them to Loluphia.
So they are infernal made chains with celestial runes.
Can I read these celestial runes?
In this case, they are all damaging. Everything about it is about inflicting radiant fire and control on whatever's bound by this. There's nothing good on those chains. It is very much a awful place to be.
I'm just looking at it. She's just, well, you're lucky.
Yeah.
Farouk, have you heard of this group?
Yes, I have. They must have spotted you back in the upper city. They've been known to take refugees from the city of Brass.
Quick question, RoBear. Could I? This group is local to Stormforge, right?
You don't know?
Okay, I guess. Can I roll Bardic Law? Probably a disadvantage in that case.
Have you been doing research on fanatical groups, fringe societies?
Literally broad scattershot of most things to do with Stormforge, but if they're more militant, it would probably have come up. And I say more militant and more prolific. So it depends if this is more of a secret society kind of deal or more of a, like...
I'll let you have a flat
making
roll.
their presence known. Okay. See if I can grab us something for this.
So many nat 20s today. Oh my god.
I mean, you wrote the book on the science of the seventh seal. Why? Who am I to question you? This was your first of many PhDs.
So Kaivar's going to hesitantly sort of like nudge at Farouk's shoulder with the strong hand, and is going to open his book to a page that is all about the scions of the seventh seal. And do with that what you will, Robert.
Farouk sighs. I know enough. As he pats you on the back. It does reveal that they are a worldwide Faltera secret society of demon hunters. I should have took more precautions. I didn't think that these eyes would be watching us.
How would they have known what I am? Magical means?
I put you in that position, Myshkin. I'm sorry.
Explain, Farouk.
I did not know of his true nature then. And another group that strikes in the night. They've been known to take tieflings from the shelter. We've told the city guard over and over again, but they don't care. They just go missing, and they never come back.
Is it known where they lie?
If I knew, I'd burn their temple to the ground.
You may yet have an opportunity. And Myshkin just opens up his satchel and... Dead men can tell no lies. We'll chase it up tomorrow.
We could
You know that's gonna smell tomorrow, Myshkin.
Yes, we are not bringing that into the house.
This one, Kaiva can talk to face.
This one imagines that Kaiva would be much more eloquent in this matter. And Myshkin just passes this half-burnt Gus Fring head into your waiting hands.
Kaivar, make that
Lolly
son of a bitch
grimaces.
squeal.
Yes. Help this one, Kaiva, please.
As I will cast Talking Corpse, which I don't know if that's what you were going to do, Ed, but I got that.
Yeah.
I got that in my back pocket. So, yeah, we need rolls out of this thing unless it's done differently.
Failure.
Okay. Target must answer truthfully, but its answers can be brief, cryptic, and repetitive. Can still mislead you or attempt to stall so that the spell's duration runs out before you can ask your questions. Context. We have a 10-minute duration on this bad boy. I don't know if there's a limit on the number of questions. Nope, 3 questions. You get 3 questions. This is
These are my
slightly less
favorite
than
kind of
Speak with
things to happen in the middle of the day at this co-working space, because there is a congressman's representative that's on the other side of my air duct that just hears the most random shit.
He's talking to the dead again.
You see a side to Kaivar that you've not really seen before. It doesn't seem like it's completely him. His eyes can't roll back, but his pupils completely disappear. He essentially looks like he's got nothing but white giant eyes. All 4 hands are stretched out almost at 90 degrees, like an X, and at the very center, levitating, is this head. And as Kaivar is holding it in position, it's facing outwards. You see the sonic semblance of those eyes start to slowly drift towards the head, as it is compelled. When the sonic silhouette overlaps with the eyes, they too turn white. The voice is garbled. It sounds almost insectoid at the first, and then speaks clearly, but through echoes.
I will have you ask those questions when we come back from a short break.
Ooh, okay.
Context, I am holding this spell so that others can ask. I don't know if that's directed at me as the one who's casting.
I think we've taken exactly the same 4th level spells.
Hawking Corpse, Phantasmal Killer, Phantasmal Protagonist?
Yep. Not that last one, the other 2, yes.
Well, I also have Ghostly Tragedy for flavor, but that also I don't think you want to pick, because that occasionally just kills me. Like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, it was on my list, and then seeing it in practice, not so much.
Michael, take your break. I want to see what he says.
I'm going to refill my water. I'll be right back.
24d6 damage later.
Right now.
I'm staying right here. I'm gonna play the video game. Min, am I right?
Oh my god.
Not all cats.
Can't live with him.
Also, that was a joke. It's also for male presenting. I know. I imagined Lolly screaming, and I was like, "Oh, she can't."
I was pretty ready to die. I was like, I was gonna message you, Ed, to be like, "Just let me go. Just let me go. I'm curious to know where this goes."
Honestly, like, if you had, those deaths would not have been quick. Myshkin, like, me as a player was like, "Oh god," and Myshkin was like, not a father, like, not a father, just
yeah.
oof.
Me as Kallisto's wife, I was like, no, wait, save him. But as Sam, I wanted to see where it went too. Kind of like whenever Lolly and Myshkin got taken, and then Myshkin stopped it again. It's like, I want to go to these bases. I want to see what they're doing, because I have stuff to hunt you down, baby. Don't worry, I'll find you. Wife can sniff you out. But really, I have a lot of things that I can find you. So like, next time you want to get kidnapped, don't worry, I'll get you. Just don't die. That's kind of the thing that really does hinder it.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Dying is a bit of a inconvenience.
Like, I can see undead, but I don't know if Lolly's gonna want to pursue her undead husband.
I mean, at least now you can ask 3 questions a day. That's not nothing.
I mean, yeah, that is actually true.
A day?
Yeah, just
I thought it was a one and done.
A day.
That's a good question.
That's
I don't
true,
know if
yeah.
it is a day.
I think
Yes, it is.
it is.
You know,
Are we keeping this stanky head?
let's see.
We gotta put it in a jar, pickle it.
Pickle it. I hate that.
So if the corpse gets a critical success, I really enjoy this. It can lie or refuse to answer the questions, but it also haunts you for 24 hours, bothering you and causing you to be unable to gain any
It's
rest
literally
for that
Peeves.
time. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Oh my
that's
I would want Ed
fantastic.
to play the head.
I would 100% play a Rick Mail voiced, just
Yeah,
ethereal head following around.
Bring back your Peeves head.
I just love the idea of it follows you around, but it realizes at a certain point that it can just do whatever it wants for 24 hours, so it just does its Skeletor impersonation.
And like a cat, like it keeps knocking things off shelves, but
Yeah,
because
or
it's just
it wakes you
a
up
head, it's
every
just
time
like-
you try to get razzed.
Dude,
It actually
this
just
is
starts
great.
meowing. He just knows what to do.
Oh, this is a great origin story for Poltergeist. I'm telling
Meow.
you. This is fantastic.
Oh my god.
I can't even meow. Meow. There you go. I can do deeper voice.
I hate it. I hate it.
Good times. It was nice not playing for an hour and a half and just watching the drama.
God, my
just
rolls are
thought of
so bad today. I think Myshkin's
Yeah.
unlucky for me.
I'm
I
like, you
think
got
we've
that 20 just
swapped.
then, but that's it.
Yeah. The nat 20 to get like I definitely built my character to be able to keep heal themselves easily because I thought it just made sense with
Yeah.
um
Like our combo together,
Yeah.
it made sense for you to do that too.
so I definitely built my character up for that. But everything else was bad.
Like, we swapped for this session because those are
Yeah.
like Myshkin numbers you were rolling.
Yeah.
Or Lolly. Actually, just
Like,
Sam.
It wasn't
Just Sam.
just Sam. I think it was like those two nat ones were bad. Everything else were like average because I think I hit most of my shots.
I mean-
the shots I did make hit.
My guy,
Yeah.
you rolled a 3 and still hit. I'm just gonna throw it
Yeah.
out there. You built well. Like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
covered
Whenever the
yourself
big
on that
guy
front.
came, though, it was just the nat ones that took you down, and then
Yeah.
the planet.
one
Oh, once you said
swing.
planetar buff, I looked at you and I was like, "Is it my guy?" For those of you that don't know context, in Meteorian Core, Biddy only had one type, and it was just not of this plane, basically. And so Brahm, who was like her brother, had a was it his deity?
Yeah.
Was Helm. And every time we summoned him, well, the first time we did, I like woke up from being dead, and just looking at the image, it looked like he almost had a diaper on. It was like a loincloth, and so I called him my angel baby.
Oh my god.
And that was my guy. And by the end of the campaign, we were in love, or at least Biddy was in love and pretended that he was also in love with her.
I mean, Yale shedded his, his.
He literally became mortal.
Mortal.
He chose
Yeah.
to. Oh,
Damn, you had
For
him
Biddy.
whipped.
And he was like 12 feet tall, and she's like 3 feet. They were the cutest couple. She just sits on his shoulder like a parrot, and they drinking some beers.
the reality is
love.
that as that planetar was getting summoned in fight, the only noise you could hear was the sound of Biddy crying, saying, "I love you and I miss you."
Yeah. I can't even do my Biddy voice to do it because it's so high pitched. Yeah, I imagine in the after bits of Meteor and Core, Brahm marries us.
100%.
You
Oh,
officiate.
yeah.
100%.
Oh my gosh.
And we
does
name
that
all of our kids after all of our dead friends.
Does that make Ketri the ring bearer? I think that makes
Oh,
Ketri
absolutely.
the ring bearer, right?
Wears that thing as a Flava Flav necklace.
It's
Oh,
horrible. Anyway, it looks like we're all back. Time for video games. Where is she?
Where is she?
You want to buy any death sticks?
All right, that's 2 questions. One more.
Was it? Okay, cool.
Oh, that was another question. No.
We've turned it into the D&D movie scene.
You may proceed by.
I don't think we actually got clarification on this, RoBear. I'm trying to present the head to the others so that they can ask the questions if that's at all possible.
No.
Okay, I have to be the one asking questions. As a quick summary, we were attempting to get an idea of their location or their operation or how they found Myshkin. Which of those was
The first one and the last one. The middle one, I don't know if that coincides with the first and last one.
Yeah, so
The
the
location, how they found
kinda-
Myshkin,
Yeah.
or found
Kind of
out
know what
even.
their
I don't
mission
know.
objective is.
Okay, so let's have some fun theater of the mind.
Which
this
you're
member
excellent at. You've got this.
This member of the Scions of the Seventh Seal opens their eyes back up on that plane that has been continuously described, except it is very clear that they are boxed in. And in front of them looks like this absolutely horrifying combination of what you would think of if you crossed a Tyranid warrior in a Hydralisk. And in front is Kaivar, waiting. This thing is easily 3 times his height, and it is bearing down. Its jaws practically envelop the Scion. And Kaivar approaches.
The one with the fur. How did you track him? Yes?
Same as we do as the ones with the horns. We watch. We wait. We cleanse.
Where do you watch from? Yes?
The seventh seal grants us to watch the defilers from the shadows they use to prey on others.
Your headquarters in the upper city. Where is it? Exactly. Yes. Speak. And it will be over.
Our headquarters isn't in the upper city. We are Dominion. The seventh seal is all around you.
With a hint of defiance from the thing that is dead, almost without Kaivar's control, this massive beast that is lurking above slowly starts to close the maw. Back in the material plane, as all of you are seeing this, you don't see the skull or any of the bones or skin move, but you can see the indent of everything within as it is rest. Things begin to dribble out of the ears and the eyes. The eyes themselves go completely blank. And the spell ends.
Did we have heard the answers?
Yes.
My presumption with, the head facing you is to make sure that you can hear the answers.
Can Lolly look around to listen or see if there is any more?
Perception. Nat 20.
Ah, so close.
Everything happened very fast over here. There's no attention to city guard. Just a big old mess.
There's no
And no one else
Semblance
seems
of
to be
the-
prying eyes on you.
not even the semblance of the Vashborg, considering Kallisto did die for a moment. And then there's these dead bodies.
Oshborg is not here.
Is that peculiar?
No, because there's nobody here.
These bodies don't count?
No, it seems to all happen very quick. And no one's really been alerted yet.
Interesting. She's just gonna take note of that.
So we have unseen pursuers watching my movements.
Yes, seems like it.
It complicates things. And my relationship with you?
I'd rather we didn't go back to the Amber Forge.
I'm inclined to agree.
Unfortunately, Myshkin, you don't have the corner on the market of misery. They would have hauled me away just as quickly.
I am aware of that. But were it not for my presence here. I'm sorry to hear that they have taken yours.
So these ones weren't searching for you because you're magical. They were searching because you're a fiend.
Of fiendish nature. Yes.
Myshkin.
They are
Is there anything else we should know?
fanatics. They believe they're on the righteous side of right. But all they do is spill their hate and recruit ones that only wish to impose their own misery on others. Sadistic, twisted. I can't believe they've gone as far as coming out into the city proper. Most of the time they're cowards. Strike in the most lawless of areas. God knows what they do. Kallisto, can you do me a favor?
What do you want?
Can your parents parents destroy these chains. No one deserves to be bound in these ever again.
I'll see what we can do. I'd rather not bring my parents into this at all. But I'll see what I can do about these chains.
What about your tiefling friend, Faroük? In Upper City. Vyas is his name?
I'll take them to Vyas then.
Who is Vyas?
One who escaped from the Nine Hells. Handy with a forge.
I actually think I saw him. He visited the Amber Forge a while ago. My mum
When?
seems to know them fairly well.
When did he visit?
Can it be more than 3 or 4 days ago? They're both blacksmiths and work in a forge. They were just trading skills, from what I could tell.
Are they who encouraged you to go to the Forgotten Lands?
No. They gave me some ammunition, and to be quite honest, I didn't trust to use it or test it or even really look at it within the Amber Forge or on Stormforge. So I went down to the Forgotten Lands where collateral would be a little bit less endangering of innocent life.
With Lolly being very, very knowledgeable about the ammo you do carry, she kind of just looks at you. What is this ammo then? What's its significance?
I'll be quite honest, I'm not entirely sure still, but it seems infernal in nature. I think they mentioned. I would have it. I suppose I'd have it on me. I'd have no reason to set it down. Yeah, I'd pull it out. Things in a separate pouch on my side, and I'll pull them out. And I can't remember how many you gave me, RoBear. I know it was like a limited amount, but I can't remember how many.
You and I'd have to go back and look at that.
Yeah. I think it was like 4 or 5.
Yeah, I think it was 4. I wrote it down. It's 5 bullets.
5. Okay,
in a small arcane cartridge.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I'll show the cartridge.
Is this familiar to any of us, RoBear? Has Lolly seen it when she shopped for bullets?
No, this would be nothing that you could procure outside of Vyas's forge.
Would Faroük have seen it?
Doesn't really go to the forge for goods, but I mean, you can see that the.
Oh, I just meant like talking to Vyas or seeing anything that he's had like that. So did you know him?
He knows more of Vyas as the character and less of his profession.
Okay.
These seem to be the markings of his, yes.
I know,
he's well skilled.
Yeah, no, I could definitely tell from the weight of it. Very balanced. Didn't really change the weight of my gun too much. I can easily see myself using it.
What do these do?
But
they're limited.
Yes, no, I'm not entirely sure, but from what he said, it seems to do significant damage. I think specifically if I target fiends. If I'm correct, RoBear, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I can't remember if this is exactly it.
Yeah.
And you say you see yourself using these easily?
Yes.
Interesting. And also correct. It's a powerful weapon you carry.
No, I imagine so. Exactly why I went down to the Forgotten Lands, to make sure it wasn't volatile. Didn't want to test that out during the workday.
And Vias gave these to you freely?
Yes, I think at the time I didn't really know him beyond a friend of my mother's, so I didn't really think anything of it.
Well, if we're gonna visit him, you all need rest. The library can wait.
Well, if not the forge, where?
Sorry, above table. Why not the forge? Did we?
Kallisto just doesn't want to lead this cult to their home, especially since they've been watching Myshkin.
This corpse? Sorry, is that what you said?
Cult.
The cult.
Oh, I was like, the corpse is dead, baby.
Yeah, no, I don't want to
Do you want
lead
to
the
stab
cult
it again
too,
real
though.
quick? I'm just curious. Just Bob.
Rolling across after them, like, come back!
The corpse is dead, baby.
I'm heading on down in your direction, and when I catch up with you, so help me God.
Well, there's inns.
Do we have like warden offices? Like, is that a thing we have up in Stormforge? Yeah.
And, like, we have our guild hall.
Yeah.
I don't know if
While
there'd be
everyone-
living quarters.
While everyone is doing this, Kaivar is going to start, is going to climb towards the closest roof, and is going to go up and start casting a spell, not looking at anyone for permission, just doing this. It does not look like it's innately offensive magic. It looks very passive.
Are you sneaking away, or do we just see you crawl off?
Oh, I am making no attempt to sneak. This is, as far as I know, you're the only ones who can see me.
What do you look like? Because I imagine like you're just stretching out your neck as like you start to climb up.
It's very inelegant. Like, have you seen, oh gosh, I probably find some boxes and don't do a very elegant job of climbing up on this, but when I'm up there, and even as I'm climbing, it's very clear that I'm very focused.
I'm thinking like the forest spirit in Mononoke. Is it just like slowly lifted its head up?
Something like that. I mean, have you ever? No one's ever seen me try and do a pull-up, but it's something close to that. It's not. Yeah, it's not great.
Sounds like me. I get you.
So hot? Is that what we're saying?
I mean, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, baby.
All right, get up there and do your
Hopefully-
spell. Get out of here.
Yeah.
I would
Takes a
say
minute,
if we
but,
do have, if we do have offices, I'd say we can. It won't be comfortable, but it'd be safer if we go to our offices and just hole up there. That
They
can
have like
be
maybe a hostel kind of
Yeah.
situation for wardens coming in and out. We just have the Amber Forge.
You guys have the direct channels if you want to report this as a act of fanaticism. You guys have the
Before
ability
then.
to do that since you guys are technically first officers on the scene.
Oh, that
Yeah,
sounds
no,
hot.
I'd do that.
Thanks.
We're first responders. Yeah, no,
Oh my
I think we
God,
would.
Stop it.
We would definitely report that. I think.
Real
With
hot until you have to
Kallisto.
swiffer up the brains.
Ugh.
The good news, most of
Ew.
them got electric shocked or burnt or
So they're just ashes now. Would Kallisto have told, at least Lolly, but I assume everybody, that they knew you were a warden? Like, is that knowledgeable to now
Yes.
this?
I would
Okay,
have said that,
then-
yeah.
Then it is
They
a problem.
were aware.
She would 100% want to report it. Because that makes you a liability. Don't worry, she's a liability with another group. We're doing great as a couple.
I wonder whose fault it is.
I don't know, what's the common factor here?
As
What's
everybody
new, pussycat?
stares
Whoa,
accusatorially
whoa,
in
whoa.
Myshkin's direction.
Another side eye.
I think, yeah, Kallisto will start with Loluphia, start leading everyone to the Warden's
Well, hang on.
Guild Hall.
Hyvar is doing
Oh, yeah.
a thing.
A minute has passed, let's say, at that accusatorial stare with everybody looking awkwardly at Myshkin. Another imperceptible pair of eyes starts staring at Myshkin as I finish casting Clairvoyance. Assuming that we leave, for 10 minutes I am able to see, we'll say that this is hidden close to a gutter on this rooftop. I am holding this eye just to the point until we leave, specifically so I can see who shows up first. Kyver wants to know if we're going to get followed and if the bodies get discovered first by the Voshborg or get discovered by the cultists.
Then shall we go off? And you have that cool thing?
Skitters off the rooftop and then follows.
Are you
whoever the
guys
leader is.
reporting the incident as wardens?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Choosing our words wisely.
I need
Yeah.
Kallisto and Loluphia
Yeah.
to make a diplomacy skill check.
I'm
quite good at that.
not going to say anything before I jinx myself. But yeah, I think in our report, we're going to leave out the part of Myshkin being a fiend and say that we were
Yeah.
mistaken for demons.
You guys will be technically rolling with advantage for this. You guys each gets one roll. It is a 20, 22, 24 skill check.
I feel like we're always rolling right
So we
next
roll
to each
again?
other, Sam. Do you roll again? Got 25 and a 26.
And I got a 26.
Going again? Okay.
I didn't get that one.
You'd get a 22.
I'm going to luck. Use one of my luck. You said 22?
No, he
Yeah,
passed.
but
He
it's
got
okay.
a 24.
You got it.
Oh, then never mind.
28.
Okay.
Success. Go ahead and push it.
I'll
See if you
roll.
get the nat 20.
Yeah. Nope. 23.
Is this time you take the opportunity to get a hold of your friend Owen
Oh.
on the
How did we
cavalry.
contact him.
You guys got his contact when you met him.
Was it Owen?
Oh my gosh,
He
we got
gave you
his
a
number
Owen
across
was
the
the,
bar.
Yeah.
The captain of the Stormforge Guard.
And
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh, no,
did you
so
say
Captain-
my wife and I loved your vibe, this guy?
Oh my god.
What'd you say, Myshkin?
No, I thought he gave you a sending stone, but that was Agent 53.
Yeah.
One of the, Sky Marshals.
Oh,
Did you
didn't
guys-
53 say to tell him anything?
Yeah, but it doesn't, at least to Kallisto, it doesn't seem related to that.
Oh, I figured. I was just going to say I'm not going to tell him.
Oh.
That is not your business.
As you guys file that report in, as a handful of cavalry guard have come out to the stage. This is a bloody mess. What?
Yes.
Everything he wrote in here is, well, it's there. It kind of holds up the report and looks back and sees where the explosions have gone off. What a strange group.
And none of you have ever heard of him?
No.
No, I haven't.
You know, this is very interesting how there's so many groups you haven't heard of for being city guard.
Yeah, this just doesn't happen here. I don't know what to tell you. This is upper city trash.
Do not call them trash.
No, these
You
are
are to
trash.
protect them.
No, I'm not in charge of protecting upper city at all.
But if they come down here, they're in your district.
Yes. And look what slid down.
If I may, one of those individuals slid away in that direction. Might do some good to find them. They're wearing a bicorn hat. A mage.
Did you include the runaway in your report, Kallisto?
I figured we would have.
Yeah, I would have, yeah. Because I know that you didn't catch him. So yeah, I would have included the runaway.
Yeah, which Wally didn't know until you wrote in the report, and she'd look at you like, what the hell? Why didn't you tell me? Could have gone after him.
It'd been an hour. We weren't going to catch them.
Sounds like some alcohol-fueled nonsense. Demon hunting. Here in this district, this is just, it's really preposterous. I think there was something far more wrong with these individuals than what meets the eye.
If you believe anything in your jurisdiction could be impossible, then you're thinking wrong. Anything is possible, Owen. You're being naive.
They tried to consider that catfolk a Rakshasa. That's about as high as it gets.
Owen, thank you for listening to our report. I'd advise keeping an eye out. We'll keep an eye out as well if we hear anything else about this seventh seal.
No problem. And you Myshkins, we'll do our best to keep you safe here. Crazy. Thought this guy had backwards hands. What a bunch of idiots.
Imagine such a thing.
When you sit around, you drink in the upper city all day, that's what it'll do to you. That's about the time that you hear that chime.
What does Farouk look like during all of this?
He's got his hood up.
From Upper City.
He's laying low.
He's not making any facial expressions.
He's got his hood up, his horns concealed, just the normal way that he walks around within the city. He tries to keep himself as inconspicuous as possible. He looks like a street merchant.
You said we hear the chime. Voshborg chime?
Yes.
There it is.
There's the
Little
street
delayed.
sweepers. How do they know? We had this report in for 10 minutes. At least they touch the stuff that I don't want to touch. It's those long, tall, slender bodies look as if they're floating across the fog. The fog. The flog.
No, don't flog them. They're dead already.
Stop! He's already dead.
That hurt,
I'm so proud
Charlie.
of you all.
That really hurt.
Ow.
Can you remind me where they go? Like how they disappear? Is it just like a little void warp?
They disappear into the mist.
Okay. Well then.
I make sure to have the chains. Well, at least I think actually Farouk might have actually had them. But if he doesn't, I'll make sure that we have the chains so we can deal with them.
Yeah, no problem.
Do the three of you have Fiend in your background? Or does Farouk? No, Farouk has in front. Wait, do you have Fiend? I don't know. I can't remember.
No,
I don't know technically.
I am a freak from the fire plane. So I have ancestry.
I said a freak from the fire plane.
I'm
I was
a
like,
freak.
yeah, saucy.
From the
Dang,
fire
Farouk
plane.
be living a long time.
Dang, the
Letting it
hottest
all
freaks.
hang out. Farouk's a freak.
Sorry, he's had a long night. We're gonna go to bed now.
Yeah, no. Kallisto doesn't know. Kallisto doesn't know anything about his ancestry. He knows he has some kind of fire, like plane ancestry somewhere, and water somewhere as well, but has no idea what the specifics are.
Okay.
Also, Myshkin would have taken one of the chains as well, I think.
Did we have more than one?
I think two.
Yeah, there's
I know
two.
two people
Two.
had chains.
Okay. Whoa, I didn't know that. Or I didn't note that. Oh boy.
Myshkin and Farouk about to go around like it's the ghost of Christmas past. Ooh.
All right.
We're
Let's
Marty
go to bed
and
so we
Myshkin.
can wake up and continue this story, guys. Dear God.
As the Voshborg, I don't think Kallisto wants to stick around for the Voshborg. This is a very uncomfortable thing experiencing firsthand, just their presence. So he would be like, let's head to the guild hall.
You can see in particular there's some of them that are siphoning remains up like a create water spell and just creating a floating hodgepodge of flesh remains and floating it over into a container.
That just makes me think of the Teletubby vacuum that vacuums up all the pancake mess. Like the custard.
You got a whole different Voshborg all up in your cannon.
Time for Voshborg bye-bye.
It's like what Black Noir sees whenever something is horribly gory on screen in The Boys.
Yeah.
Hey, come on over.
All right, to the guild hall. Speed
Okay,
run.
to the guild hall.
Let's go to bed.
As we leave with all of that stuff going on, with the cast of clairvoyance in particular, does my eye spot the one who ran or anything particularly strange about what's going down with the Voshborg before it dissipates?
Man, they were real scared.
If there's nothing, that's entirely fine. It's an insurance policy. It's literally just to catch him on the off chance that he returns, or if there's something that would be seen while Kaivar's not there before it dissipates. That is it.
Yeah, 34. They are not returning to the scene of the crime. You do not see them. You just watch the creepy Voshborg as they clean up the mess and scorched earth of the area and disappear into the fog. As the moment that they do, the cavalry, you can see, kind of descends back, and as everybody kind of inspects, like the pole arms go down, like kind of poke at the cobblestone where it's at. And there are no longer traces of struggle.
Okay. Myshkin is following both Kallisto and Loluphia to their guild hall.
Kallisto, there's one thing that lays heavy on your mind as you leave this scene is the fact that the Voshborg has part of you now. Even if it just is blood. It's a feeling that doesn't sit well.
Kallisto just thinks about that, but doesn't say anything, doesn't bring it up, just continues.
And I
walking.
guess same for you, Myshkin.
Myshkin observes this, but continues walking.
As these thoughts weigh heavy on you, you guys bursting into the warden's lodge. Oh God! Go! Whoa! Not even a call! Oh, as you catch Kelthud kind of like descending off as he's just gotten the coffee ready, as you can hear the hum of the engines outside. Oh, you guys are early.
Or late. Good to see you, Kelthud.
We haven't rested.
Ugh.
Anyway, there's beds over there for you all, and she's
We got the
pointing you directions.
Are they beds or
Get some
hammocks?
red. Get some good rest.
They're like hammocks, probably.
yeah. We just got the barracks cleaned. Actually, it's a good time. I got fresh sheets in there.
Perfect.
Just
And
one
we're
more
gonna
thing that
get-
Kelthud does.
We're gonna get some rest, Kelthud. You can go back to sleep.
Not now. Not that everybody's over here. As he
It
pours.
is not a party, Kelthud.
No,
We are
it's
tired.
You go to sleep. The bags around his eyes as he pours himself a cup of coffee. I gotta go check on this engine anyway.
Someone cast Unseen Servant for this man. Good lord.
What is this
I
engine
can't
he's
trust
checking out?
an unseen servant, okay? I need parts made in Stormforge, and you come over here bringing all that magic mumbo jumbo, that's when you get a screw that's not tightened on, and you go tumbling down in the Forgotten Lands.
What's this engine he's talking about? Do we know?
It's just
Use
doing
the
basic
airship we took.
maintenance on
Go
that
to
airship.
bed, Kelthud.
I've been a couple of times. You know, it's kind of hard to sleep after somebody just magically lifts your airplane up and puts a bubble around it, and you don't.
Yes, yes. Let's not talk too much about that.
Yeah, I should probably
All right.
just go back and check on that wing.
Perfect. Everyone to sleep, and in the morning, we've got a lot of hunting to do.
God, how does he do that? That's
He can
incredible.
sleep anywhere.
He's standing with his cup of coffee held.
I truly think that this is just a thing that he
Yeah.
does, and Kallisto and Loluphia aren't surprised.
He's a
It's
man
like
of many
we're like,
talents.
just leave him. He'll find his way into a bed. He walks in his sleep often.
Ivar resists the temptation to poke him to see if he really is asleep.
Yeah, just like I said. Dude, he just, the minute you poke him, he goes right into
I
the sip.
resist the temptation.
I resist
the temptation.
And even if he does wake up, we've all dispersed by then, and nobody's around.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. The pillows are. Oh, they got it. They got it.
Honk shoe, me.
Oh, God, I gotta get this. I'll get to that in the morning as he powers down the engines on the airship and, sets his coffee down and he crawls into the hammock. And one more swipe.
Myshkin is going to go sit in a corner of the room rather than taking one of the beds, and is going to wait until everyone falls asleep.
I'm actually going to be approaching Myshkin as everyone goes off to their hammocks.
You do know Lolly would not leave you right now. Are you kidding me?
Lolly's
None
more
of
than happy
Lolly's
to, more than
asleep.
welcome to follow, to be honest.
She would
You want to
let you have your conversation, but she's got eyes set and burning in the back of your head.
That's when I found my
You're not
husband
going
with another
anywhere.
man.
So she sits in the corner of the other side of the room in a chair, legs crossed, her chin on her knee, and just staring.
You go to bed.
I think Kallisto's like wrapping up any like final wounds and just or maybe even just removing the bandages off his wounds that he's been fully healed thanks to
Lolly
Loluphia.
would help.
Yeah. And he'll turn to Myshkin, seeing him sat in the corner. I want to make it clear, Myshkin, because I had let you speak and voice your mind before all of that went down. I don't have a problem with what you are. I quite frankly couldn't care less. I have a problem with the people who do care about who you are, as we quite rightly saw. If I don't know the potential adversaries you have, how can I protect you or anyone from them? Well, if they had come to the Amber Forge, we were lucky that they jumped us out there, not at home. I don't care what you are or what your reason is to hide it from others, but if it poses danger to myself and my family, I would like to know so I can at the very least prepare.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm not used to traveling with others.
Well, we've both nearly died for each other, so I think we're at a point where we can be a bit more open with the secrets now.
Colleagues?
Is a starting point.
Better than acquaintances.
We'll just turn back to Loluphia.
She's across the room. She doesn't know what you said. Just watching.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Then I would've
she was
just-
gonna
I
let you
would've
have your private
approached-
conversation.
Out of after getting that across, I would approach Loluphia. I'm in desperate need of some rest. I'm sorry
Yeah.
I worried you.
I'm no better. Don't worry. She stands up and looks at Myshkin. First, not very kindly, but then she softens, just nods her head, and walks with Kallisto.
And waiting until he hears breathing deepen and slow. Myshkin, spurred on by the events of the evening, is going to do something he hasn't done in a while, and he's going to pull out a metal file and, hopefully out of view of anyone, is going to start filing down the top of his skull.
You hear a very discomforted rustling, not awaking because of anything you're doing, not even in reaction to it, but Kaivar's just not comfortable in his sheets. So what he's going to do is he's going to take all of his limbs and then pull the blanket which he's taken with him, and he's just going to crawl under the bed in the crawl space, which is a little bit more similar to the crate that he is used to. A slightly more cocoon-like setting is somewhat more comfortable, but he's still just a tangle of limbs under there. So there's like half a strong arm and a face just lying out on the floor from underneath. Not staring in any particular direction, but just trying to sleep and not doing well.
Myshkin at first starts and almost and reflexively tries to hide the file before watching you groggily move across the room, and smiling despite himself just continues to just file between his ears.
I think we... Oh, gosh. See, like, I'm pretty sure Myshkin either sees or hears you, but it just doesn't... Myshkin doesn't... Myshkin. Sorry, what am I saying? Kaivar has no conception that this is not normal cat behavior. Let's throw that out there. Just doesn't pay it any attention. As far as he knows, all cats do this from time to time. It's a grooming exercise as best he knows, you know? It's no different from, like, cleaning the fur behind your ears.
Bone dandruff.
Yeah, I hate bone dander.
Eventually coming to the end of this unseen and up until now unobserved routine, Myshkin just places the file away and sort of cocking his head to one side to look underneath the bed.
You don't do well on mattresses, either.
Kaivar at first tries to reach for the Vox. His limbs are a tangle. The thing is nowhere nearby. Sort of instinctively shuffles a little bit, and then realizing it's not working, just gives up, reaches out psychically.
No. This one, Kaivar, does not. It does not remind this one, Kaivar, of... colony.
Searching for the right word. Doesn't say home, because it doesn't remind him of home.
This one has the opposite problem. Reminds this one perhaps too much. This one, Kaivar, can help, but you may not like it. Only if you trust this one, Kaivar, yes?
And that one hand that's still out, stuck from underneath, is going to reach out in an offer of make contact, as Kaivar offers to mind link you.
The golden sun pendant around Myshkin's neck flutters to emerald light as a hand appears at the end of his right wrist, scaled, and he just reaches out.
This one trusts Kaivar very much.
And he makes contact.
What would a setting that would bring you comfort look like? I should clarify, you find yourself briefly on that plane, but it's tangible and begins to form around the edges of your mind. It is clear that it is attempting to adjust to you. It is malleable. Kaivar's actually not there. It's sort of as though he has given you an access to an inner mental sanctum in this moment.
a snowy feel. There's a long, outstretched flat land of snow. In the distance, there are forests, black trees and stretching, beautiful boughs of evergreen, and a mountain upon which the town where home sits. But this place is around an hour's walk away from that. And half glimpsed in the distance, building a snow dragonborn and making snow angels. In the distance, there are two barely glimpsed figures through the mist. That's what Myshkin sees.
As you settle onto the plane, you can feel in control as however you need to. After about 10 minutes, you'll be able to take this with you as a much more tangible vestige as you fall to sleep. But the snow under your feet, you can hear as it gives that delightful crunch, compacting slightly into frost. The temperature is cold, but not the kind of cold that bites, only the kind of cold that tickles the edges of anything that touches it, reminding you that it's there. And despite any cold that is there, there's that delightful, beaming, warm sun to offset anything that might bite too hard. The most pleasant of warm winds accompanying it. The space adapts and molds itself, gently filling in detail as you focus or move focus away. Everything feels a little bit more saturated than it might have been, a little more comfortable. The quite literal rose-tinted glasses memory of everything that it is, made for recollection and comfort. As this vision fades away into your mind, you seep back into the real world, and you see Kaivar looking at you, still stuck under the bed. And imperceptibly, you see a blink, but two antennae sort of going from straight to angular, almost as if asking a question.
Does this help? Myshkin? Yes or no?
Almost hidden by the fur around his face, Kaivar, you see a single tear just tracing down. A tear that holds a memory that Myshkin had buried deep, deep, deep beneath the charred surfaces. He just looks at you and... Thank you, friend.
You are welcome, yes. It will be with you when you, sleep. Yes.
Can I change the memory?
Oh.
Can I talk?
Yes. It is yours to change. But it is not memory, yes?
And Myshkin just places his wrist over your hand and just looks at you and... Thank you. Thank you.
Even with you saying thank you, understanding the presence of everything, Kaivar understands that he's helped, but he doesn't quite get the magnitude of what a tear in this instance means. But he's assisted, and to him in this moment, that is enough. He still does not understand the depth. It's like he has reached a finger beneath the surface of the water and has swiftly pulled it back out, instead of diving straight into a pool.
And Kaivar permitting, Myshkin just reaches a hand forward. And were Kaivar to have a cheek, Myshkin just gently takes it in hand and just looks you in the eyes. And just smiles. Before leaning back, the hand dissipating from his wrist. And leaning back against the wall and closing his eyes. Peaceful for the first time in a very long time.
Yeah, Kaivar understood what that meant.
As rest finally takes you in the comforts of the well-protected Warden's Lodge, like a flash between closing your eyes and opening them back up, smell of even more hot coffee and the rumbling engine of an airship ready for a long haul into the mountains of the Forgotten Lands. We'll pack up, or we'll pick back up, packing up next week.
Damn.
Gorgeous scenes, you guys.
Man, that's some of the best storytelling the dice have done for me in a while.
That was good.
Oh, damn.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh my goodness, Ed.
No, I don't think you... Yeah.
Everybody needs a little Kaivar in their life.
Yeah.
My inner child is beaming right now. I'll just let you know that, man.
Did not think that's how this was going to go at all. I love it. We got a loose end. A mutually understanding, maybe?
That's a 20. Yeah. That's big for Kaivar.
Slowly starting to learn about emotion and empathy and basic societal functions.
Yeah, so when Sam cries later in the season and it's horrible, Kaivar understands.
I'll try not to quick time death anyone.
I was okay. I'm gonna be so honest. I was tempted to message Ed to be like, "Just let me die. I want to know what happens. I want to see just let me die." I'm kind of curious what's gonna happen next.
my heart was not ready for a 1 hour later resurrection. Oh boy.
No, I almost took a feat that I can't remember the name of it, but basically you can like attach your soul to somebody, and if they die, you die too.
I saw
Oh,
that.
but
really?
Yeah.
I almost took it,
That
and then
has-
I'm kind of glad I didn't.
That has some
There's one feat
narrative.
There's one feat I really want to take, but
That's a
I
campaign
now need to
killer.
run it by.
Oh yeah, no, it would kill two
Yeah.
characters.
Yeah.
But it was like romantic. It's very Romeo and Juliet.
I'm gonna go run a chili stand then. My days of venturing are over, dude. I'm as traumatized as the one person that's just seen 2 fireballs, one light, one
It's
lightning
okay,
bolt.
just take care of Ziva since his parents are dead.
I drop off a loaf of zucchini bread like once a month. They don't even see me. It's just my like. It's the only way they know Farouk's alive.
Well, at least in Ziva, Sam, you have a backup character, I guess.
I can't do Ziva's voice right now.
That's
Ziva
true.
can't.
Very much the time.
We aged the
You can do
campaign
Ziva
up.
going through puberty very easily.
Yeah.
Farouk is just Mr. Miyagi at that point.
It's like squeaking.
I've become old enough to where I actually have the World of Warcraft orc hunch now. Oh, I am so ready to go to this site. I'm ready to adventure.
Yeah.
Ah,
There's
I thought that's what we're gonna do today.
There's one feat, RoBear, I want to hit you up about that I'm considering getting.
please send it my
But
way.
It has like huge story like aspects to it, so I want to run it by you first. But it's interesting. I've used it before and it's a lot of fun.
Please do. Oh, I'm so ready. I'm ready for more. I want to play 8 hours. Damn it.
Well, did you miss it in Discord? We wanted to play another hour.
What?
Yeah, everyone responded except for you and Ed, but in all fairness, we were both kind of like, Ed was
I
very
think
much
Ed
involved
has a
in the
normal
last few
sleep schedule.
scenes.
I feel like Ed has a normal
This
sleep
is true.
schedule.
I don't know. I mean, if people want to continue going.
We'll cut off here. It's too poetic. It was too poetic of an end.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
It's too
really
good.
good.
It's too good. Too good there.
We could have cut off having breakfast.
We will do a monster. We're gonna start right on time and go as long as you guys want to go next time, because you have a
don't know.
lot to cover.
I'm usually the latest, and I was early. No one was there. All you hooligans. It's my day off. I was so excited to start on time. And no one, men, am I right? I'm a
know,
working
right,
lady,
man?
and I still make it every Wednesday.
I can't stand men. God. Oh.
Can't.
We
Gross.
suck.
My type A can't handle y'all.
And that is where we will pick up next week. Getting on an airship. Love you all. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. We'll see you tomorrow.
My voice will be back next time.
We hope.